Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you some of my favorite tips for maintaining and taking care of my hair when I'm going swimming. So at the pool, at the beach. I know this is kind of late in the season, I'm sorry. I meant to have this up way earlier in the summer, but with the summer growth challenge and the capillary schedule video and everything, I just kind of had it pushed back. However, I do have a video very similar to this one that's been up on my channel for a couple of years now, so I'll have that linked up in the cards for you guys if you want to watch it. These tips are just going to be more concise than in the last video, and these are the tips that I follow pretty much weekly. When I go to my dad's house, he has a pool, so I'm swimming a lot in the summertime, and these are the tips that I always follow, and these are also the tips that I follow when I go away on vacation. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you find it helpful, and let's just get into it. When I go swimming in the summertime, I really like to go underwater and like get my hair wet and stuff. So my before care for my hair is actually so important, otherwise it'll be so difficult to manage and detangle after. And I've noticed such a huge difference over the years when I started taking care of my hair before going swimming, whereas before I would just kind of let it be. I would leave it open and leave it down like this. I wouldn't put any oil in it or to protect it or anything, and I definitely saw a lot more damage in my hair by the end of the summer. Not only is the water damaging to your hair, especially if you're in like salt water or chlorine, but so is the sun. So it's just really important to protect your hair in general while you're at the pool, and of course to protect your skin as well. So this is like what I like to do. The first thing I do that makes the biggest difference in my hair is wearing it in a protective style. I know this is a pretty basic tip, but it actually makes such a world of difference in my hair, mainly just preventing tangles. Honestly, my hair gets so tangled when I go swimming if I leave it open, especially since it's gotten so much longer. It's such a pain to detangle after going swimming and stuff. So braiding my hair or putting it in a bun before I even get near the pool just makes my life a million times easier. So personally, if I know I'm gonna actually be going in the water and going underwater and stuff, I will throw my hair in just a basic braid. Sometimes I'll do a French braid, sometimes I'll do like 2 Dutch braids or something, but on most days I'm pretty lazy, so I just stick to a basic 3-strand braid. And before I braid, I always like to put in a little bit of oil, so whether that be the rose hair elixir from the Innate Life or the argan oil from Blue Beautifly or any oil I have lying around, I always like to put just a few drops in my ends. This just helps to seal my cuticles and keep my hair nice and nourished and protected from the salt water or from the chlorine, and it also just helps to keep my hair nice and soft afterwards. If you have thicker hair or even curlier hair, I recommend using just a little bit of shea butter on top of whatever oil you put in. You could totally use shea butter if you have fine hair too, but just keep in mind it might make your hair look a little bit oily or make it feel a little bit weighed down. So if you don't mind that, then I would really recommend shea butter. Shea butter has like a really low natural SPF in there, so it's really nice for protecting the hair and sealing it before you go swimming. If I had just washed my hair that day or the night before and I don't feel like getting my hair wet, I will usually put it in a bun on the top of my head, and I'll just use like a hair stick or something so that my hair is up and out of the way, but it's not being tugged on or pulled. And again, I still like to put oil in my hair before doing this, especially if I'm going to be out in the sun. Another tip I have, this is just something that I like to do, but if I'm going to be sun tanning or just chilling out by the pool or on the beach, I really try to keep like from here up out of the sun, not only for my hair and to protect my ends and stuff, but to protect my skin. Especially in these areas, the skin here is really delicate and thin, so it's really prone to like sunburn and sun damage, and obviously your face. So SPF is really important. Make sure that you're always applying sunscreen and reapplying as you need to. And I really just like to keep my like face and neck and head out of the sun as much as possible if I can. So my next tip is, before you actually get into the water, it's really important to wet your hair with fresh water if you can. So if you're at the pool or at the beach, you can just go right underneath those little showers that they have there and just stick your head under and get your hair wet. This just allows your hair to absorb as much fresh water as possible, so that when you actually get in the water, there's not a lot of space in the hair shaft for it to absorb more water like salt water or chlorine. So this is going to help to prevent a lot of drying and unnecessary breakage caused by like chlorine or salt water, which are both very drying to the hair and the skin. If that's not an option for you, or if you're like me and doing that kind of makes you feel cold and like not want to go swimming anymore, it's not the end of the world, but I would really recommend bringing like a little spray bottle or something to spray your hair down with, just to get it damp or wet already before you get into the water. It really makes a big difference. So after each and every swim, right before I get out of the water, I like to take my protective braid out, and I like to dip my hair back to flatten my hair down and make sure that everything's going in the same direction. This is a tip I learned from one of my friends on Instagram. Her name's Katydid003. I'll have her Instagram link down below. I really recommend giving her a follow. She really saved me with this tip a few years years ago when I was on the beach because I had really bad tangles all the time, and she told me about this tip that she uses and it really saved me, and I use it every time I go swimming now. So once I've dipped my hair back and gotten out of the water, I go straight to the showers to rinse out all the salt water from my hair as much as possible. Again, this just kind of helps to prevent any drying, especially if you're going to be lying out in the sun to dry off. If you have like salt water left over on your hair, it will make it feel really dry and like crunchy. Even though it does give that really cute beachy waves look, I prefer to just rinse it out of my hair if I can. And again, this also makes it a lot easier for me to brush out later. Once I've rinsed my hair out in the shower, I go ahead and just braid it again really loosely to let it dry that way, and I'll just leave it like that until the end of the day. I repeat that process like every time I go in and out of the water, and it kind of seems like a lot, but really once you're doing it, it's not that much, and it makes my life so much easier later. So my next tip is to bring some sort of oil or mask or deep conditioner to the beach with you so you can put it in your hair right before you leave. After my last swim, after I've rinsed it out under the shower and wrung it out and everything, I will take some of my conditioner or a deep conditioner or even an oil mask that I've brought, and I'll just run some of it through my ends while my hair is still wet, and then I'll go ahead and braid it again or put it up in a bun just so my hair has time to soak up some conditioner. Allowing my hair to soak up some conditioner or oil on my way home just makes it so much easier to detangle while I'm in the shower or after the shower, and it really just helps to bring moisture back into my hair. That being said, if you're going to bring a mask to the beach and use it under the showers that they have there, please make sure whatever mask you're bringing is safe to be used like in oceans or in lakes or rivers or whatever it is. So finally, once I go home from the beach or the pool, if I know I'm going to be going swimming again the next day, I'll most likely just use a co-wash. A co-wash is basically like a conditioner wash, and it's a lot more gentle on your hair than shampoo. I really like using a co-wash because it helps to clean my hair without actually stripping my hair or making it feel dry. It actually adds a lot of moisture in your hair, and it's essentially just washing your hair with a conditioner. I like to use the co-wash from Brojo. I've been using it for a few years now, and it works really well for my hair, but you can really use whatever co-wash you want, or you can even just use your conditioner. If I'm not going to be going swimming the next day, or if I'm not planning to, then I will go home and do some sort of deep conditioning mask or oil treatment or something just to help to bring some life back into my hair, and I will go ahead and wash my hair normally. It really depends on what I'm feeling that day and what lines up with my capillary schedule and all of that, but any like deep conditioning treatment, even if you just do it in the shower, is really beneficial, especially if you've already had a conditioner or oil sitting in your hair since you've left the beach or pool. Your hair will thank you, and it will be so much easier to detangle after. So those are all my tips for the beach. I know it's not that much, but this is really the easiest routine I found that works for me, that still keeps my hair protected and healthy and detangled after the beach and after the pool, but doesn't actually take so much of my time. I really hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!